Distance and length. Alright, we are going to be using the distance formula, which looks like x minus x squared plus y minus y squared, and the square root of all of that. So keep that distance formula in the back of your mind. So we're going to need the endpoints. So looking at problem number 1, the endpoints of this thing, the coordinates are -5, 5. So that's one of my 2 points. The other endpoint is 1, -2. So if I do the distance formula, it's going to be like this. It's going to be the square root of, and I'm going to do x minus x. So I'm just going to go in order. So that's going to be -5 minus 1 squared plus, now I'm going to do y minus y. So 5 minus -2. So of course I'm going to do 5 plus 2 because minus and negative is addition. Squared. And then I have to take the square root of all that. So I'm just going to put that in the calculator. So square root of -5 minus 1 squared plus 5 plus 2 squared. That comes out to be the square root of 85, which is also known as 9.2. So that is how I got the square root of 85, or 9.2. So good, problem number 2. This ordered pair right here is -5, 1. So -5, 1. This ordered pair over here is 4, 0. So when I go to do the distance formula, it's just going to be x minus x squared. So that's -5 minus 4 squared plus y minus y squared. So 1 minus 0 squared. So I'm just going to put that whole thing in my calculator. And that gives me the square root of 82, which is how I got square root of 82, which is the same thing as 9.1. Notice, see this button right here, you guys? Toggle, T-O-G-G-L-E. If I hit that button, it converts from a radical to a decimal, 9.1. If I hit it again, I go back to a radical. It just goes back and forth. So keep that in mind. Anyway, that was number 2. Number 3. -2, 4 is 1 point. The other point is 0, 3. So I'm going to put the distance will be x minus x squared, so -2 minus 0 squared plus 4 minus 3 squared. Okay, So just put that in your calculator. This is what it looks like in your calculator. And there I get the square root of 5. And that is how I got the square root of 5, which is the same thing as 2.2. So that's how you did number 4. Or number 3, rather. For number 4, we don't have to do any distance formulas. We can just count the squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 6 units long. Bam! 6. Done. Number 5. Same thing. There's no point in doing the distance formula. I mean, I could. Did it say I had to? It just says find the distance between each pair of points. It didn't say I had to use the distance formula. Show 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 4. It would kind of be silly to do the distance formula when it's a horizontal line or a vertical line. Alright, number 6. This is the point -2, 0. This is the point 3, -5. The distance is going to be x minus x. So -2 minus 3 squared. Y minus y, 0 plus 5 squared. Put it in the calculator. Five radical 2 or 7.1. 5 radical 2 or 7.1. Okay, hopefully you're getting the idea. I'm not sure it's really any point in me doing every single one of these problems. You have the answer key to look at, and all the problems are the same over and over and over again. Maybe if I just show you how, I think I'm going to stop typing it into the calculator on camera. I'm just going to show you what it should look like and trust you to type it in yourself. Okay, so for number 7, the setup should be x minus x, so -2 plus 7 squared. Now y minus y, so 3 plus 7. Alright, do you understand why I'm putting plus 7? I'm doing -2 minus -7. When I subtract a negative number, I must add. I'm doing 3 minus -7. Do you hear the double negative? Anytime I subtract a negative, I have to add. So if you put this in your calculator, you should get 5 radical 5 or 11.2. Looking at number 8. The distance is square root. You can make it a little bigger. X minus x, so 2 plus 1 squared, plus y minus y, so -9 minus 4 squared. Put that in your calculator, you should get square root of 178, which is the same thing as 13.3. Number 9. X minus x, so 5 plus 7 squared. y minus y. So 9 plus 7 squared. Put that in the calculator, you should get 20. Number 10, x minus x. It's going to be 8 plus 1 squared. Y minus y, so that's going to be 5 minus 3 squared. Put that in your calculator, you should get square root of 85, which is 9.2. Number 11. X minus x, so negative 10 plus 8 squared. Now y minus y, so negative 7 minus 1 squared. If you put that in your calculator, you should come up with 2 radical 17, which is the same thing as 8.2. And finally, number 12. X minus x, so negative 6 plus 2 squared. Then y minus y. So that's negative 10 plus 10 squared. If you put that in your calculator, you should get 4. And that is it for the homework, my friends.